the most fascinating entity of the universe. I imagine the galaxies are like a swarm of bees hanging at different branches of a banyan tree. If universe is like a tree, galaxies are the swarm of bees and stars are humming bees in each swarm. But there is a caution. Don't take this picture too much. In a galaxy, unlike bees, the stars are separated by the vast distance and mostly the space is empty. This is due to the sheer size of the galaxy as well as the universe. I always feel no celestial object is so grand as galaxy. In a large telescope, you can see the breathtaking picture of galaxies. On the internet, we have fascinating pictures of galaxies. Some are spiral and some are cylindrical, some are elliptical, some are irregular, and the size, shape, luminosity, the number of stars in each galaxy are simply astounding. Galaxies are the cluster of stars and stardust. Each galaxy consists of millions and millions of stars. It is estimated that the typical galaxy contains 100 to 1000 billions of stars, that is, trillion stars. How many are such galaxies present in the universe? It is estimated that over 100 billion galaxies exist. You imagine each one contains more than 100 billion stars or 10 billion trillion stars. That means in the universe there are innumerable number of stars shining bright and emit enormous amount of energy in the form of the light and other invisible radiation, gamma radiation to the radio waves into the vast space. At night, as we gaze at the cloudless sky, we are able to see the large number of stars of different colors and brightness making the various patterns. But remember, all these stars belong to our home, that is the Milky Way Galaxy. To observe other galaxies, we require a powerful telescope. The ground based powerful telescope, like the one situated on Mount Palomar, USA, or the Hubble telescope, which orbiting around the Earth in outer space, revealed that there are more than 1000 galaxies per square minute of arc. Using the deep images of the cosmos, astrophysicists could estimate that there are about 200 billion observable galaxies, and in each galaxy contain a few hundred billions of stars. Out of so many galaxies, one such galaxy is our home, the Milky Way Galaxy, where we are residing. Our planetary home, that is a solar system. Sun is a pretty standard star. Friends, all those stars that we see with the naked eye belong to the Milky Way. A part of the Milky Way is visible as a white patch or the white cloud spread across the night sky from almost north to south. It is a broad and luminous band divides the whole sky into two regions, and something white stream flows across the sky. The ancient Egyptians saw and explained this Milky Way like grains of wheat spilled across the sky by the god. For Greeks and Romans, it was the milk that the infant Hercules caused to gush from goddess Juno's breast. In fact, the word galaxy derived from the Greek word galactos means the milk. The Incas imagined this Milky Way is like a gold dust. We, the Indians, saw the Milky Way as the flow of the heavenly river Ganga. Ancient philosophers like Democritus, Lucretus, and others in the 2nd century BC observed the pale celestial streak and explained that this streak is due to the cumulative effect of innumerable stars situated at a considerable vast distance. But you see, at that time, telescopes were not yet available. one had to wait almost 1,000 years. But what those philosophers said is almost the perfect picture. In around 1610, Italian physicist Galileo Galilei developed the modern refracting telescope. He observed the dark spots on the bright sun, satellites of Jupiter, canals on the Mars, more than 20 stars in the Pleiades cluster. He observed the Milky Way by using that modest telescope, and for his great astonishment, he reports, I have observed the nature and material of the Milky Way with the aid of the telescope. This has been scrutinized so direct and with such ocular certainty that all the disputes which have vexed the philosophers through so many ages have been resolved. And if Galileo writes, we are at last free from worldly debates about the galaxy. The galaxy is, in fact, nothing but the conglomeration of innumerable stars grouped together into clusters. Jean Henry Lambert, Thomas Wright, and specifically Immanuel Kant speculated that the Milky Way is gigantic disk of stars with the sun at its center in the 17th century. William Herschel, classical musician and British astronomer who set up the big telescopes and discovered the planet Uranus and counted the number of stars visible in different directions. Herschel could figure out the rough picture of the Milky Way, which was something like a flat octopus with many arms. Herschel speculated that sun is at the center of the system. Until 20th century, scientists were not having the clear picture of the number of galaxies in the universe. The real leap of our understanding about not only the Milky Way but other galaxies and the universe is due to Edwin Hubble. Edwin Hubble was American astrophysicist with painstaking observations for not 1 or 2 years, but for decades. Edwin Hubble observed the sky and discovered that there exist thousands of galaxies. Observing these galaxies and based on the observation, Hubble classified these galaxies into the following four categories: the elliptical galaxy, the spiral galaxy, the barred galaxy, and the irregular galaxy. 20th century is considered as the golden era of the science and astronomy. In a short span, the ground-based and space-based powerful telescopes are established to receive and analyze the electromagnetic radiation coming from the different galaxies and the depth of the universe. What is the type of galaxy our Milky Way belong? It is a barred spiral galaxy with a central bulge and a disk. The size of the disk of the Milky Way is the 1 lakh light year in diameter. That means the light beam travel with a speed of 3 lakhs kilometer per second takes 1 lakh year to cover the distance that indicate the size of our Milky Way. The thickness of the disk, that there is a central bulge, is about 3000 light years. The sun or we are away from the center, sitting at one spiral arm about 26,000 light years, approximately half of the galactic radius from the center. The sun and other planets, including the Earth, orbit around the center of the Milky Way at a speed of 225 km per second and takes 220 million years to complete one rotation. It is not easy to determine the structure of our galaxy as we see it from inside the disk, filled with dust and cloud of various gases, and they absorb the visible light. But infrared radiation simply penetrates through this material. Using the IR light and radio waves, we could get the detailed account of structure of galaxy. At the center of the bulge, the nucleus contains star clusters dense clouds of the dust and gas, and the elusive black hole that associated with the strong radio emissions. This black hole, which is relatively of modest size for galaxy, is about 4 million times the mass of the sun. We have already discussed that there are billions of galaxies. How do we name these galaxies? That itself the most challenging task. Some hundreds of galaxies that are luminous and relatively near to us. The near means something 100 million light years away, observed by astronomer Messier in the 18th century and catalogued. Such galaxies are known as the Messier Galaxy. For example, we have galaxies like M31, M34, M81, and so on. Based on the shape, content, luminosity, direction, these galaxies are grouped. Near to our galaxy at a distance of 2.5 million light years away, we come across a barred galaxy known as the Andromeda Galaxy. It is the nearest galaxy for us. It is a local group galaxy. Our Milky Way is in a local group that includes some 50 other galaxies. Milky Way Galaxy, Andromeda, Small Magellanic and Large Magellanic Cloud, and some smaller galaxies make a local group cluster. Friends, this is something like a village cluster due to combination of homes. There are many such local or small clusters in the universe. The total size of the typical local group is about 10 million light years across, and its mass estimated to be about 2 to 10 billion solar mass. The bowl of Virgo is a super cluster of galaxy. It is like a big city. Virgo cluster contains not 50 or 100 galaxies. It contains more than 2000 galaxies. It is at a distance of 70 million light years away. That means the light which is emitted from those galaxies require the time to reach to the earth is 70 million years. Astronomers have observed that our Milky Way is moving towards the Virgo cluster with a speed of 600 km per second. At this speed, we will be reaching to Virgo cluster after a billion years. Why are we moving towards the Virgo cluster? This is quite interesting question. Nobel laureate George Smoot explains that Virgo supercluster drags the local group, including the Milky Way, towards it, which is nothing but a gravitational drag. In fact, it was Edwin Hubble who discovered that galaxies are wandering in the vast universe. He studied the spectral lines of galaxies. To his surprise, the spectral lines appears to be shifted from their original position to the longer wavelength. This is known as the redshift. The redshift of spectral lines indicate that all galaxies are receding away from each other. The velocity increases with the distance. Farther the galaxy, more incredible velocity with which the galaxy is moving away. This fascinating discovery has given the proof for the origin of the universe, which might have happened almost 13.6 billion years ago in a tremendous explosion known as Big Bang. Understanding of galaxy is the understanding of the universe. The present knowledge says that at the center of every galaxy there exists a black hole. It is not an ordinary black hole. Its mass is a billion times that of solar mass. The supermassive black hole lurking at the center of the galaxy probably govern the whole dynamics of the galaxy. Dark matter and dark energy are the new realms that may throw new insight into the galaxy dynamics and the universe itself. The Milky Way contains billions of suns like ours. There are billions of such galaxies. There may be a star like our sun and a planet like our earth with full of life. Hence, Carl Sagan, great astrophysicist and science writer, says a galaxy is composed of gas and dust and stars, billions upon billions of stars. Every star may be a sun to someone. Every star may be to sun to someone. Friends, hope someday that someone will find us or we will be able to find that someone. Thank you.